ChatGPT 5 gave us some really insane image generation updates, as well as some things like Nano Banana, which also just came out last week. And so in this video, I want to show you guys how to do really cool image generation. I use a lot of this. Now, I've mentioned this a few times, but if you go look at the Kendo website, like this background and this art, which would have cost me thousands of dollars in the past, is made by AI. All of this art, this like ninja-y, Japanese aesthetic sort of art, as well as calculators and things, it's all made with AI. And so in this video, I'm going to show you guys, one, how to do this, how to do it the right way, and how to get really, really good control using context profiles and a few other things. So everyone that I see does this wrong, like most things with AI. Most people go create a logo for my business, and then they get a shitty result. So I'm going to show you guys the exact method that I use to generate images from GPT that people think I'm paying designers, just like the Kendo website. And again, what's the difference? It's context injection. So again, like most people, generic prompts, no style consistency, so everything they make is different. They can't replicate because there's no consistency, and then you're just wasting time and token usage, and you're getting nothing. An example the pros do, detailed JSON, every image matches your brand, same quality every time, and it's very time efficient. So context profiles are like giving GPT a design brief from a world-class agency. And so you need to treat the LLM like it's the design agency and you're communicating like your idea and what you want. Don't know what context profiles are? I have several videos on this channel. These videos right here, I'm going to link them at the moment. You should go watch those. This will help you with everything that you do in AI. However, if you already know what that is, let's get into it for images. So in the context of image generation, a context profile is just the JSON file that describes every visual element of your desired design or your image or whatever it is. Okay, so basic prompt would be make it blue. The context profile would be here's the specific hex code, which is like the color code, universal, the gradient direction, the saturation level, the lighting conditions, all formatted in JSON. So instead of it guessing, you're telling it exactly what you want, and it becomes repetitive. Now, if you're like, I'm not going to sit and do this to make images, well, you big genius. All you do is you give an image that you like to GPT. You say, hey, describe this and turn it into a JSON file for me. And then you get cool stuff. So here's an example for you. Create an iPhone 16 Pro Max in a cool blue background with lightning and everything. Look at that. Pretty nuts, okay? That's still a generic prompt, but the difference is still pretty night and day. Now, the context generation method is, number one, extract from existing images. It's easier to give context, like not the JSON, but like the word, the definition context with visuals. Customize profile to what you want, and then parameterize it, meaning like what to do, what not to do, controls, things like that. So this is a lot easier than it sounds. I'm gonna walk you guys through this right now. So step one is find an image style that you love. Now, I did this with the first images that we did for those Kendo backgrounds, and now they're repetitive, and I have a style that I can just like pump out a million things with. So this could be a competitor's ad, it could be a thumbnail, it could be a design that you draw, it could be anything, right? Upload that to GPT-5 and use this prompt. You can screenshot this right now. Analyze this image, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can screenshot this and upload it. This prompt will basically extract the design details and format it into this format for you. So next is customize the profile. So you're going to take this profile, remember, in the sense of JSON like format, this is subject, this is details. So headline, subheadline, CTA, colors, font, these, like, you know what that is. So you can tweak them, adjust them to how you want them to be, and then decide, okay, it looks good. That's now your blueprint. That's your guide. That's your like style guide essentially for LLMs. Then you can replace some of the styles and text like this to match your product while keeping the same style. So for example, if I made an image and then I didn't like the headline, I would just format. So like headline, manual sales training's dead, right? Subheadline, train reps with AI. Like these are things that I would be doing. And so all you gotta do is change those and you give it back to the AI and it makes those changes because it's really easy to understand because you're using JSON. So number three is parameterize, which is an invention of a word. Make the elements dynamic. So product name instead of specific products. Primary color instead of fixed hex codes. Headline text instead of static copy. Meaning, if you think this through and you've watched all of our other videos, if you go make an N8N automation and you build the right JSON file and then you build this automation with a dynamic field, I can't talk, and then you upload an image you like, and then you build this automation, you can basically templatize and make variations of the same thing over and over with the same style. This is where we're getting into this, okay? So here's some examples. So for infographics, here's what this would look like. So this would be like the image on a funnel or something, right? So here's the prompt that we gave you a minute ago: analyze, extract, etc. Boom, bang, bang. Here's the output of that. This is what it would look like. For ads, analyze this image. Again, bang, bang, bang. Same thing. iPhone with lightning. Here's the image above. What do we have here? We have this clown. Analyze this thumbnail. Here's a sketch that I sketched. Like, do this. Here's the context profile. Boom. Okay. So the possibilities are endless, and you just need to understand the same process as like text and normal prompt engineering is: give it context, set parameters, decide what you want, what you don't want, be specific, and then just let it do its thing. And you're going to get really, really good output. Now, will the images be 100% perfect at first go? No. So they're going to be good enough that you can iterate and make them better with your next consecutive prompts. So again, remember, repeating prompts. So I get the output. Hey, tweak this, give it back. Get back the output. Hey, grade this, give it back. Remember, back and forth, and then you get your really good goal, which we do with everything. And that's what you guys should be doing if you watch the other videos on this channel. So, by the way, I hope you love this channel, because here's some plug and play prompts. So I want you guys to screenshot these. So I'll move my big head. Brand style analysis, thumbnail style analysis, ad creative, context profiles, and variations. Go ahead and screenshot these, and then literally just plug these into an LLM. I like GPT-5 right now, and do your thing. So guys, that's about it. This is a very simple concept. You just need to understand the process of like actual prompt engineering when it comes to images. And then you can really generate some cool stuff. Like the Japanese style of Kendo is just so sick to me. And I can now spit these out in like 5 seconds, like unlimited. And they're perfect. Like, these are awesome. So have at it. Let me know what you guys think about this video, and I'll see you on the next one.